Hi, friends. Um, I hope you are enjoying this course. Um, what I expect is for you to complete this entire course in just one sitting and implement CBT immediately, 100%, as soon as you have completed the course. Yeah, you must do this course in just one sitting. Okay. How do you feel? Do you feel light? I don't think so. I mean, this is like a demand I'm placing on you, right? That you must do this course in one sitting and implement CVT 100%. It's a big demand I'm putting it on you. Obviously, no one would like a demand like this. So this is actually a cognitive distortion. When I put unnecessary demands on myself or the people around me. Let us look at this cognitive distortion in details. Let me share my screen. So in this cognitive distortion, people think like I should do this, I must do this, uh, I have to do this, or I have to think this, or I have to feel this way, or he must do this, or you have to do the course in one sitting, or he has to always keep the house clean. So when you think in words like must, must, must do, must be, you have to, you should, you are putting unnecessary demands on yourself or on the other person. Let's look at some examples. At home, if your thought is he must keep the house clean. Now, is it good to keep the house clean? Absolutely, yes. It is good to keep the house clean. Now, but if you are always thinking that he or she must keep the house clean, and if they don't, there will always be days, right? The house will be a little messy. Then how much does it really affects you? Now understand when you enter the house and you see the house little messy, you just kind of take a back seat and it's like, what is this? I cleaned the house and now again it has become messy. If you only have this demanding thinking error, right, that he or they must keep the house clean. Now, if you relax this demanding thinking error, then your emotions, as compared to earlier, will be a lot less, stressed, or it will be more relaxed and calm. Uh, my child should always eat dinner on time and with me. Now, yeah, it's a good thing, when children are eating dinner on time, it's always good. But if you have this demand or this thought that your child should always eat dinner on time, and if they don't, then again it affects you. So it is important that you let go of this demand, and I'll tell you in a bit how. At work, you could be having a demand, since I respect you, you should also respect me. Like, is this like a barter exchange going on? It cannot work like that, isn't? I respect you, great, but expecting that you should, again, see, you should also respect me, can, create, unnecessary, unpleasant emotions if the other person is not respecting you. I must never make a mistake. I mean, just look how much of unnecessary load you're carrying on your own self. I must never make a mistake. I mean, with this thought, you'll always operate with some kind of, anxious feelings, or like you are always putting yourself on pressure, right? I mean, we are human beings. We are bound to make mistakes, isn't it? Uh, you could have these demanding thoughts with yourself, like, I must never be anxious, or I must always be perfect, which means if you go out, you got to dress perfectly, you got to, wear the, perfect clothes, dress up really well, look good, feel good. I mean, come on. I mean, is it really required? Just imagine the amount of pressure these thoughts carry either on your own, either on yourself or someone else. Ask a question when you get into this to break this thinking. You can ask the unhelpful, you can ask the earlier questions, right? Questions to dissolve unhelpful thinking. Or specifically for this thinking, you can ask, am I thinking in words like must be, should be, have to be? Am I thinking in such language? Ask these questions. And then immediately you got to change your thinking from should be, must be, have to be to I wish or I prefer. Think words like I wish he keeps the house clean. I prefer that, you know, I prefer that my child eats dinner, with me on time. But if he doesn't eat dinner, then that's okay. So this creates a lot of lightness immediately, just by you switching that demanding thought from should be, must be to I wish or I prefer creates a lot of lightness, and I think you may feel it as we speak about it. So this can be helpful, especially with emotions to do with anger or guilt or any past regrets or even anxious feeling. So these are the emotions, at the backdrop they have these kind of thinking. So now let us actually look at some helpful thoughts, right? How do I replace these thoughts with some helpful thoughts? So let me just do this and expand this. So instead of thinking he must keep the house clean, let us practice the I wish, I prefer stand. So this would be like I prefer the house is kept clean, or I wish he too keeps the house clean. Now just look at the intensity of the emotions with these alternative thoughts. So my child should always eat dinner on time. So pause this video, give it a try. Okay, I assume you have. Now let me give out the alternative replacement. My child should always eat dinner on time. Uh, I would uh, I would like it if my child takes dinner on time. That's it. I would like it. It's nice. It would be nice if my child takes dinner on time. Then, since I respect him, he should respect me. Okay, an alternative would be I respect him. Um, it would be nice if he reciprocates. If he doesn't, if he doesn't, then I'm fine too. Okay, so that's your alternative thought. I hope this is making sense, and you're able to actually connect to where your demanding thoughts or patterns are and how you want to replace it. I'm just taking some time because we are just used to thinking in a way that yeah, he should do this, or this is very unfair. How could he say that? How could he do that? So it creates a lot of lightness immediately. Is what I've noticed. Just by shifting these thoughts. I must never make a mistake. You can replace these thoughts like I am a human beings. I am a human being. We all make mistakes. Or another alternative could be I wish that I do this job well with accuracy or correctness, and I am allowed to make mistakes. So now just look at the intensity of, replacing this one thought with these, three, four thoughts. And these are like thought range, right? It's not like you have one thought, it has to be replaced by another one thought only. No. If you have a one thought, which is a pretty heavy thought, you can have five thoughts, eight thoughts too, because it's a perspective shift which is happening. Then I must never be anxious. Uh, you can always, make it, I prefer not to be anxious. However, situations can be situations could make me anxious, and that's okay. Then I must always be perfect. I prefer. I wish I would be perfect. If not, I'm I'm fine with who I am. Something of that sort. So, I'm just sharing this thought range, right? It doesn't have to be exact the same thought what I'm sharing. We all are unique, as I always say. We all are amazing. So I hope you get a good hang of what activity, what demanding cognitive distortion is, and how much bigger role it plays. For you to unnecessarily feel angry or guilty or have regretful emotions. So try to do this, give it a go, look at something which, recently bothered you, which, made you angry or made you feel, guilty, and apply this, thought change and see, how much better you'll feel.